Would you pretend to be LGBTQI plus for career progress?
I've never pretended to be that, but the question is, would I?
Yes.
I don't.
It's hard. I told you guys.
Welcome everyone to Aura's Digest. I've wanted to do this so bad, and finally got to do a podcast. Although I don't know whether this is a vlog or a podcast, because I thought podcast were audio. So here we'll be looking into what's happening in depth, mostly using data, logic, reasoning, so that we can get into the root cause of everything. So to get us started today is a game, and I have a specimen on my lab today, Wangari.
Hello.
So we're going to start asking very tough questions, mostly around work. And if you're unable to answer the question, or you refuse to answer the question, you either have to drink a raw egg, eat some onions, or chew on some jalapenos.
You forgot the
Kick-off.
kimchi juice.
Oh yeah, we also have the kimchi juice, which is, if you don't know, kimchi is fermented cabbages plus pepper and other shredded vegetables.
Yeah.
That's what's quite nasty. The soup itself, but the kimchi is great. So we have a box here, and it contains some questions. So the rules is that one of us is going to pick a question, and they're going to ask the other person a question. If they're unable to answer, they have to take, depending on the severity of the questions, that we like to do that. And this will be the order of our show. We'll be asking tough questions around life, business, everything that's happening, mostly within our country. Since we don't have, we need an icebreaker. So
Icebreaker.
which is like whoever's gonna go first. So
You go first.
we're gonna toss a imaginary virtual coin.
I'm Ted.
All right, I'll go first. So let me shake it. Check it upside down, bottom up. Or okay. So I'll pick the first question.
Do you want me to ask you?
So I pick and ask you the
Oh, you're
question.
I'm done answering. Ooh.
Yes. So here's the first question.
I'm afraid. I'm so afraid.
Have you ever underperformed at work and led to a performance review?
Never, ever.
You're a top performer.
I'm not an underperformer. Like, no, I've never actually.
Never
Ask
ever.
all my employers. Ask all of them. Never.
I'll check your LinkedIn.
Even when I was working at McDonald's, like, I'm a big believer. You have a job. You're being paid a job to do. Put in the work.
I never knew you worked at McDonald's.
Me, I started from the bottom. Now I'm here.
What were
I
you?
don't know where it is, but on your show.
What were you doing at McDonald's?
Flipping burgers and selling them. Yeah.
All right.
It's good money.
I started with them Django.
You started in Django?
Yes.
I'm not surprised. From Django to data science.
So there's no escaping work at all the Django.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess that's well answered. Now your turn.
Awesome. So we shake bottom up, sideways, round and around.
The genie in the bottle.
Sorry. Hi.
All right.
Would you pretend to be LGBTQI plus for career progress?
Oh, so I've never pretended to be that, but the question is, would I?
Yes.
I don't.
Wow, the host to the most.
I don't think so. Yeah, it feels tempting, especially when you need a job. But there's what they call a diversity hire.
Yes, exactly.
So would I set myself to be a diversity hire? I don't know, but I feel like I want to be known for my skills. I want to bring what I'm good at doing. But sometimes you may need that extra nudge to get into a job. But I feel I might be uncomfortable being known as the diversity hire for the company. So I think it's very tempting, but I like to bring my skills.
Awesome.
Righty, back to the genie. Also, we put this ones here.
Yeah, let's put them aside.
So let's put them aside. So let's go back to the genie in the bottle. Pick this one. All right. Oh, before we go, we wrote these questions before and we didn't know any of these questions. Yeah, so we didn't know any of these questions. So, has a junior employee outperformed you?
A junior employee outperformed me. Yeah, I think it depends. A junior employee outperformed me.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess when you're working in tech, my skills are very much on product. I don't know engineering, I don't know coding, I don't know data, I don't know design.
In whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Have you been outperformed?
Outperformed by someone, of course.
But someone who's way
junior.
Yeah.
Not in the same product space, but say a designer can come and definitely do better designs than me, better coding.
Did you feel jealous?
Say the answer. Say yes and move. If not, you dream.
Oh wow! So should we start again?
No.
Have I? Okay, yes. Actually, most recently, an intern that we've hired at work, I had a concept and he just outperformed it better than me. And it's just great to get those fresh ideas into.
How did you feel about that?
I felt okay. I felt we should have more of this. That's why you hire people smarter than you.
You didn't feel
better than you.
You didn't feel it threatened you and
No.
your position and.
I generally don't feel threatened a lot. I think we're all different individuals. We all want different things. So competition and threats are not a real thing for me.
All right, I suppose that that goes.
I hope it's another good one. Hey, worst app in Kenya, in your opinion? The worst.
View Sasa. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's okay.
I think it never met the expectation. And I think I've said this before.
You've said this
when
before.
I was driving down Mombasa Road and it was plastered all over the median of the road. And it was sold as the Netflix killer in Kenya. And so I couldn't avoid the adverts. So when I finally installed it, it was so baggy. It only had Papa Shirandula and Tidy High. And you couldn't log in properly. Everything wasn't working.
Oh, no.
And I think I uninstalled it.
Very quickly.
Very, very quickly. I never thought about it
Oh.
again. So I think the user experience was quite horrible. I think the engineering was very basic. And the value proposition was very low.
Ay, Visasa Muskia. Point.
Alrighty. Abdacadabra. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Have you ever bullshitted in a meeting?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Who hasn't? First of all, some of those meetings that you go and you have no context and you're like, what? You just asked me. So yes, I have bullshitted in meetings on several occasions.
Were you not prepared?
Yes, I think it was more around not being prepared
Yeah.
and just having to make sure you give a response, especially like if it's an external organization.
So on a percentage level, let's say in a year you do 100 meeting. Out of those 100, how many do you bullshit?
Probably about 10.
So like a 10% bullshit rate.
Yeah. What's your bullshit rate?
Sorry. So I think when working, I think my bullshit rate is a bit lower. No, I think when I got started in my career, I think my bullshit rate was quite high.
Like how high?
I mean, like a 30-40% bullshit rate, because I really wanted to impress, and I was, talking out of my ass, and I
don't want to picture that, but hey, go.
Yeah. Then slowly I started reducing my bullshit rate, and now when I'm finally consulting, like there's zero chance of bullshitting.
Nice, yeah.
So when you're consulting, you really have to super prepare. You have to have questions. If there's a question asked which you're not prepared for, you just say it outright, like, I never prepared for this. I can answer this next time. I didn't collect this data. So I try to be as clear as possible. But I think previously, I was like, I reduced the bullshit to about 5%.
Good job. Let's keep reducing that bullshit rate percent.
All right. Your turn.
Ah, la, la.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Did you pick
I picked two.
Hey, just put it. And you didn't shake it.
Should I? Okay. Ooh, okay. Have you flirted with a colleague?
Oh, wow. Let me think. Not really.
No, yes or no. Those are the
Not really.
What is not really?
It's borderline. Like, I've had not inappropriate, like weird conversations, but it was not like soliciting for anything. Like, I want you and let's have drinks or anything like that. But
have you watched my episode on sexual harassment? Was it one? Did they ask for it?
Did they ask for that conversation?
Yes.
It was just a flow where we're just talking, and then we introduced a weird conversation into what you're talking about. And yeah, it could be borderline flirting, but I think flirting is when you are soliciting for the other person's attention, and you like that. So since it never ended that way, so it didn't count.
Were you hoping it ended that way?
No, I just like having weird conversations. And so I don't think it qualifies.
Okay, sawa.
Right, abdicadabra. Bottom up. What is sideways?
Yeah, and then round.
Right. Right. Boom. Let's see. This is... Have you ever snitched on another employee?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do tell. Oh, I want you to hear this.
Like, I think that you definitely always have to snitch on employees. And
what have I done to you all? I mean, what have you stand to gain when you snitch on me?
You say snitch because sometimes your colleagues are not doing things that you think are appropriate. So it's very okay to me to like speak up and say in a very appropriate way.
Okay.
I believe, this is happening and we should have a discussion about this. I'm really okay to point out poor behavior and have conversations about it.
So you're not feeling like this is none of my problem?
Hell no. If it is affecting me and if it's my problem, I will snitch. Yeah.
So you are a snitch?
I am a snitch, and snitches end up in?
Get stitches.
In ditches. Yeah, that's me. Okay, because I have to do your show and round. Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Hit me.
Do startups function as elaborate scams or pyramid schemes?
I've worked for so many startups.
I guess it's a perfect question for you.
I'd say it depends.
It depends.
It depends. Yeah, from a pyramid scheme, if you look at the history of pyramid scheme, it starts with the intention that was set up. So the startups that are set up with the intentions of solving a problem and then eventually becoming a business. And I think that takes a good chunk of the startups, especially in Kenya. But they're briefcase startups. I remember Company X a few years back, like 2014.
In Kenya?
In Kenya. They raised 750K USD with a PowerPoint. With
Why are we
nothing
calling
else.
them Company X? Why can't we say who they are? Anyway.
You can't say you drink.
Yeah, man. If you can't say you drink, this is
What-
where we're being we choose. You
Okay. So, I remember. Okay. This was OK High. So OK High
Oh, yeah.
raised
I remember
750K.
Okay High.
And so I remember. So we met in one of the meetups, and they're like, so what do you do? Like, you know, they're solving the addressing problem in Kenya. Then I was like, oh, that's a very good problem to solve. And then I was like, so what's the tech behind it? What's the solution to it? Then like, it's not yet there yet. I'm like, but I saw on a blog that you raised 750K. Like, yeah. Then it's like, they just did a pitch. And
wow.
the investors liked the pitch. And they got the money. So there is a position where startups can be set up to raise money. And that's it. So the main aim of the startup is not to solve a problem, not to build a business. And then at some point you're like, oh, this business never worked, and you fold the company for that. So in that scenario, it borders a pyramid scheme
Scam.
it borders a scam.
Yeah.
Because someone feel like, okay, what I need is just a very nice deck, and then I convince a few people to give me money, and then I don't do my best to ensure that comes to
So
work.
this fund is just pocketing the money and just leaving
Yes,
the
so
best leg?
you put a salary to yourself. Let's say technically it's not illegal,
Yeah, it is.
but I would say I put in a salary of 1 million for myself, right? So every month I'm earning $1 million. At the end of the year, I have 12 million plus I have a company pay everything for me. So in essence, I'm just draining the company's money. So in that case,
Yeah.
it might feel like a scam.
Sounds like a scam. Anyway, thanks for being honest. I was going to get you to drink kimchi juice. Oh, I think you're asking me.
Let's hope there's something for you here.
Let's hope. Oh, gross.
Right. You're almost running out of questions. So, the most useless department in a company.
Wow.
With examples.
To be honest, I think usually, executive team. Like, I am part of an executive team.
Yeah.
But sometimes I personally think, like, especially at a startup, you need executors and, strategy offices and all this kind of.
So, what's the executive team? What does it do? The mandate?
So that's the thing. It's not clear. It's either you have an army of people doing stuff for you.
Who is it made up of?
Like, it looks like in different organizations, it looks like, the C-suites.
Okay.
the C-suites that at the end of the day, they are making a lot of money, but you're like,
So the executive committees.
Exactly, the excos. I think
Yeah.
that's, something that is sometimes kind of
Useless.
like, what is the point? Yes. I prefer being an executive who can execute.
Okay.
If you're just sitting, giving orders and not really helping with
So
execution.
as a CEO, your first role would be to do away with the exco.
I want people who are functioning and bringing either money into a business or opportunities into a business, not just sitting around doing strategy. Every person can do strategy. Every person can do you can self-organize. It's my point.
Righty. All right, it's your time for Abdacadabra.
I think the unfortunate thing is that we're just both very honest people. We don't have worst tech influencer. Oh, come on. This is the one who put this one in. I wish I was given this question, man.
So, who is
The
my
worst
tech influencer in Kenya?
in Kenya.
So this is someone who poses as a tech guy,
Yeah.
but
Just give us
I'm about to have a defamation suit.
give us the name.
Or drink.
Exactly.
Oh no. Oh no. So who qualifies for tech influencer?
You know what tech influencers are.
Oh God.
You know the answer. Or drink.
No,
But
this is my question, right?
Yeah.
So let me choose the answer.
you're taking forever. You know it. I can see that you know it.
No, I have 30 seconds.
Okay. Who has the timer?
15 seconds remaining.
1, 2. Granville.
Oh, who's Granville?
He runs the hub in. What's the name of this hub? B Hub.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you were going to say Ali Hussein. But anyway.
Abracadabra. Bottom up, sideways. All right. Let's go. Oh, this is a long one.
That's me.
Considering the potential biases that exist in AI algorithms, what do you think are the most effective ways to ensure awareness and accountability in development of AI systems, especially in high-stake domains like healthcare and criminal justice? It's way too long.
Pretty much is like who owns, like who is responsible.
So how do you reduce bias?
Yeah. Who's responsible for that?
Yeah, who's responsible for
Yeah, who is it?
the algorithm?
What?
You know, there's
The algorithm?
Yeah, there was an interesting legal question, which was like now Tesla has self-driving cars, and I think other companies are also working on that. If a self-driving car has an accident, who would you sue?
Tesla.
Why?
Because they own the car. And
They
the
were not driving the
algorithms.
car. Right now, if you have an accident, you don't sue Toyota.
No, I wouldn't. But I'm not like I was the driver. There's a human behind the steering
Yes.
wheel.
So, so Tesla's self-driving algo would be on the stand.
How would an algorithm be on the stand?
Because now, if you Tesla, then it means the way a car goes quality assurance tests. So the self-driving algo also needs to go a quality assurance test. Because one of the question was, let's say a car is going down the road. So this side there's one person, and then this other side there are like 10 people. And then let's say a car veers or something happens.
Yeah.
Then the Tesla decides, is it okay to kill this one person to save the 10 on this other side? Or how, if it makes a decision to kill this one person to save the 10, is that biased and unbiased? Is that ethical? Let's rephrase it that way. If you're building the algo, the self-driving algo for Tesla, would you let the car kill the one person
Okay.
versus the 10?
I guess the one person.
So it's okay for one person to die.
No, I'm not saying that. You're giving me two choices. Yeah, but yes, it's for one person than 10, I think.
To live.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
So now we know your sense of ethics. Which is so lives are not equal.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to save one, to save 10 when one dies.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I felt like I answered your question. But
Yeah, well, I was rephrasing. This question was way too long about AI, ethics, biases.
Oh, it's the last question. Like
Oh, it is?
Last.
I hope it's good.
Oh, we've already answered this one.
Drink.
Those concepts you can. I would never hire women coders or devs.
What? Like when you say that, like I need clarity on this question. I don't care about that. I would never. So is it true or false?
Huh?
Am I saying true or false? No. Chris is gonna be controversial.
No. That says no. Of course, they're good women devs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would hire.
If I was a leader, I would be corrupt.
No.
Hell no. Why do you work so hard to build a reputation and then kill it with corruption? No.
Chris and Wangari and Delhi, Kenyan Delhi.
What's the worst startup idea you've had this year in Kenya?
I think Fingo. Like, I think, like, looking at the app, like, it's great, but I just challenge how they will grow with their customers. And maybe, and I'm not the target, but I think when I logged into that app,
Yeah.
I was just like, this feels very childlike and unserious. And it made me question, youths don't stay youths. You don't stay youthful forever. You will grow. And how are they going to grow with the customer? So that's why I think it will soon, yeah.
I think it was not really a startup. It was a concept someone was developing, and they tagged me on Twitter. This is called universal airtime. That one airtime that you can feed it both on Airtel, Telcom, and Safaricom. Then I was like, to me, it makes no sense. Why is there a need for a universal airtime? What's the problem being solved? The reason why you create your own airtime, it's like the way each country creates its own currency. We don't rely on Ugandan's currency.
Yeah.
The EU has the euro, and part of the reason the UK refused to have the euro, Switzerland refused to have the euro for their own internal controls, and euro has a lot of pull and push, especially Eastern European countries and the Western one. So I think that idea of universal airtime, nah, that's bogus.
Okay, so the last one. Hey, you guys have survived.
Yeah.
The last one. So you have the option of showing your last 5 LinkedIn DM conversations the opposite guy, or showing your history, your web history.
Look at the guy who said, I can show either. I'll show. Okay.
Which one?
Which one? No. Me, Chris, I'm a straight person. Like, I don't do crazy shit.
No, make sure the history is not clear. Do you know? So
Clearly, I'm right here.
what did she choose? LinkedIn. So one is about, the first one is about being offered 2 free seminars for that. This next one is about someone from a company, ex-company, I think is selling some car hire opportunities. This is like a connection. This is another person. I think this is a long conversation. Oh, this is someone asking about Pilates. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the other one is someone shared a CV with you. All right, so
You can even check my browser history if you want. I'll give you both. I'm a very boring.
you need.
Chris.
Chris,
It's right. It's. Yes, I think I put it on air.
LinkedIn or browser?
LinkedIn or browser?
LinkedIn.
I
What do you LinkedIn?
I knew it.
What do you need? My browser is okay.
It's okay if I could bring your browser. You shouldn't
No,
ask us to choose.
no, I
You
choose-
should have said Wangari do what I choose, he can't choose. We can't do the same thing.
No, yeah.
Me said you can look at both. I don't mind.
Here's my LinkedIn.
So fine, let's.
One is about mentoring. Then someone just saying hi, and looking for more mentoring. I think there's also asking for an internship, an attachment. Someone from the earth is just asking for a date. And I'm joking. They're asking asking to meet. In more internships and mentoring. Wow. You should start an internship school, clearly. And him tearing down someone who sent a proposal. It's like, I don't think your proposal is efficient. Yeah, lots of
Yay, my LinkedIn post. Oh. Yeah.
Giving each of you one chance.
one chance.
You ask a question you think this person cannot answer. So that someone brings it up. So you have 1 minute.
Have you ever been fired from a job?
Yes, I have.
Do tell.
It was not that interesting. This was really back when, like, before I started like proper professional working. I was hired at a restaurant called First Eddie's. It was really long hours.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't liking it. So I just didn't turn up to work like for 2 days, and then I was fired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's okay.
Based on your experience at Sandy,
Yes.
do you think Sandy will be sent to the startup cemetery? No. Yes. What is it?
No, I think that it said he has a fighting chance.
A fighting chance.
Yes.
Thank you. I was just like, this guy's not gonna answer this question.
You can just now wrap it up.
Oh, Chris. Sorry.
This is. Yeah. This was so. It's like going to a confession to a priest and letting off for that. This is what we hope to do on this show: to ask very tough questions and go and make sure you tune in. We don't have days; we'll just be releasing them, and we'd like to grow this to become so big. So, hope to see you in the next episode.